Hey there, welcome to the Leadership Snapshot Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Sarah Andreas. My guests are everyday leaders, and in each episode, we discuss leadership experiences, lessons, and we look behind the scenes to inspire your leadership growth so that you can make an impact. So stick around. We have a lot of people to talk to. Welcome, everyone. Today, my guest is Barbara Jean Winston, and she is amazing. I'm so excited. I met with her the very first time at a Toastmasters conference where I was speaking, and she said, hey, someday we're going to work together. And I was like, I don't think so, because we just didn't have anything in common. And then we've done a couple things together, so it's pretty exciting. Welcome, Barbara Jean.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for having me on your podcast today.
You're welcome.
I'm going to stand by my statement. You are also amazing, and the fact that we're working together just makes it two good ideas.
I love that.
And help other people.
Awesome. So
realize their potential.
Tell everybody kind of what you're working on right now.
Oh, well, I am working on many things because I like a variety of adventures. I sold my business 5 years ago, so I pretty much have more freedom than I ever dreamed of, which sometimes is a challenge to manage your time when you are retired. I am failing at retirement, so I'm jumping back in and doing what I love to do, and that is encouraging, inspiring, supporting others in their entrepreneurship.
That's awesome. So you also do some volunteer work. What are you doing right now? I think it's really fascinating, and I love that you give like that.
Well, you're going to love this, Sarah. Today's a new day, and I'm volunteering at the Akron baseball opening day, and I'm painting faces.
Are you really?
Yeah. I just love painting faces. I have yet to see any children, teenagers, or adults cry because they don't like what I paint. So it's all pure joy, and it's so much fun. And the excitement of outdoor baseball is just, it's a good community adventure. And I would encourage everyone, if you haven't, you need to get to the Akron baseball game today. Today's the opening day.
What time does it start?
It starts at, I believe, 6:30 today.
Okay. So, by the time people hear this, it'll be like middle of the season, but we can still encourage them to go and watch a baseball game.
Oh, well, then let me add, what I love about this small baseball team is they do a lot of family events. So I think once a week there's a family event, and they always have a theme and sponsorship. And again, people can bring their families, and it's just take me out to the ball game. All summer, I encourage everyone to put it on their to-do list.
Very cool. Are you working on any other interesting projects?
Oh, I volunteer at North Canton Executive Networking Group. It is 10 years in running. It's led by a 7-member leadership team, which I'm really proud to be associated with these incredible professionals. We help people with their resume, practice interviews, cover letters, LinkedIn. We meet every other Tuesday, and we help you progress through the job of getting a job. And that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of aha moments, and it's anywhere from engineers to project managers, HR people. It's a good group of people that come, and it is a free service to our community. And we are at the Cleveland Clinic Green location every other Tuesday. So you can catch us on LinkedIn, or you can go straight to our website.
Okay, cool. Do you know the website off the top of your head?
North Canton Executive Networking Group.weebly.com.
Okay. And you'll email me that link, and I'll throw it in the show notes for this, so that way everybody can get there if they don't want to write it down.
Exactly.
Perfect. All right. So the question I ask everybody who shows up on my show, and I was telling you this before we went live with the recording, that everyone keeps answering differently, and I'm going to keep asking it until I get repeat answers. So what was the biggest leadership lesson that you ever had to learn?
I have a PhD in mistakes, so I'll have to sift and sort through that list of biggest lessons learned being a leader. I guess number one comes top to my mind is that not everyone thinks alike. There's 4 distinctive personality styles, and understanding how to communicate and understand and demonstrate empathy for others is a winning skill set. Anyone's success in leadership. Be it a leader in your family, your community, your coworkers. It's really important to understand others.
Yeah, that is huge. And it's not a lesson that everyone learns, which is interesting.
I have to agree with you.
What helped you learn it?
Well, I would have to say my frustration and disappointment and failures helped me learn why. Why did I have to keep repeating my mistakes? So you dig deep into the knowledge of understanding others. Some of my mentors are Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Another favorite of mine is Understanding is Dave Ramsey's Money Matters. So I guess always spending time on improving yourself. One of my favorite quotes is Socrates, know thyself.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
And being a dominant driver, it's short and sweet and easy to remember. Know thyself. So how do you know yourself? Well, you have to have a good attitude about life. You have to gain knowledge and be open to learn from others, and learn to take compassionate criticism. Sometimes not compassionate, maybe just flat out, oops, criticizing. But it's okay, because no matter if it's a winning experience or a challenge, there's always something to reflect upon and learn and adjust yourself, so that eventually understanding others becomes a really strong skill set to a self-confident individual.
So you might have already answered this. What advice would you give someone who eventually wants to be the CEO, but they're just starting out?
Oh, do you want my top 100, top 10, or just one idea? I guess I would say you have to have a disciplined mind. You have to have a consistent routine, and you also have to be willing to do what other people will not do. One of my favorite sayings is Eleanor Roosevelt, do the things which you think you cannot do. When you practice that daily, and I say daily, you stretch yourself to a different and an exciting new level of self-confidence.
Awesome advice. Barbara Jean, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
I could talk to you every day, all day. I am so excited to see your podcast and your online training. I tap in every time on Thursday mornings. I just really enjoy listening to you. You are a very authentic person, and we need more people like you, Sarah.
Oh, thank you. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you subscribe, so that way you can hear new podcasts that come out every week. Embrace your journey, and we'll talk to you next week.